and welcome back one and all. So quite unexpectedly I have got my code for the Underworld Chronomancer, which means it is time to do a class review, and haven't we got one heck of a good class to talk about here, in my opinion. Don't worry if you're entered into the giveaway, this is still happening, just the calendar hasn't arrived with the codes yet, so until that happens I can't of course give anything there away. So what we're going to do is hop straight into this. So of course you can get it through your book of lore in the calendar shop. In here are actually these things called time places, and there's a few different ones, so your combinations may change and your damage is definitely going to change on the output you can do with this class. So that is going to take some testing, and I will go through these at some point and try them all out and see what the difference sort of is. But for this purpose of this video I will be using the power one. So in that case, once I've put that on, we're going to start with farming. Don't use this class for farming, utterly useless. The only ability that's any sort of help is ability number 4, and believe it or not, that's just because it seems to target anything in the room at any distance. Now PvP again will depend on what setup you're using here. I was using the power one and it wasn't too great, to be honest. The issue with the class is that you have to stack up your abilities. I will explain that a little bit later when we get on to soloing, but the trouble is if you can't stack it up in time and then your 5th attack misses, then you're in trouble, and against anything that does high DPS from the start, then that will cause you an issue, because this class doesn't start off doing super high damage, or at least it doesn't for me on the power setup. But again, we can talk more about this in a little bit. So what I do want to talk through now are the abilities. So your second ability is probably your most important one. It is the Temporal Rift, and it stacks up to 4. Now this is used for your 3rd ability and your 5th ability. I'll explain why in a minute. So your 3rd ability heals you effectively, and it depends on how many of the rifts you've stacked up. And once you use it, it will use all of your stack. That is the same with your 5th ability, which is your big damage attack. So this will do huge damage based on what you've previously dealt, and it will again remove all of your stacks. Your 4th ability is just going to increase your damage by 20% for 10 seconds. So the combo I've really been trying to use here is just to use number 2 constantly, and once I've built up enough I'll hit 4 and then hit 5. So what that does is it actually deals some very nice and high damage, which you'll see in a second. Now this class has huge potential once you get this combination right. Now of course I'm not saying this is an amazing combination. It does the trick if you want to hit the high damage or the high heal, but it definitely will need improvement, and there is going to be a better one there. So they are 42,000. That was. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to stack these up for a little bit, and I find that as long as you touch ability 4 within that time a few times as well to get it building, you will end up with quite a nice powerful attack. So you'll get a few thousand hits in there. Sometimes it goes a bit quiet. That one was only 4k because I didn't do it very well, but in a minute of course we do start hitting the odd 20ks again, which you should really be doing consistently once you've practiced with this class. It will require practice and time to fully maximise its capabilities, but I do wholeheartedly believe this is going to be a 6-figure hitting class, and you know, someone out there may get it even higher than that. So please do let me know down below how you're getting on with this class if you do have it. If you're entered in the giveaway, don't worry, like I said, that is coming incredibly soon within the next couple of weeks. I'll do the results, and that is about it for me here. So in my opinion, this is an absolutely awesome class. I'm going to practice with it. I'm going to come back to you with a better combination. We will see how high we can get these crits to go. So until then, thank you all very much for watching. Sorry my PvP skills are absolutely trash. Huge shout out to Chris for helping me in making this video, and then I will see you all again incredibly soon. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe.